More and more reports keep coming out every few days about the tens of thousands of people across the country at this point who are switching their voter registrations away from Republicans. They are no longer willing to be associated with the Republican Party after the events of January 6th, because that's what really kickstarted this mass exodus, which is the best way to describe it, of the Republican Party. Now, a new study out of the University of Florida has already looked into this. They've been looking at voter registration data across the country, and yes, they're finding that all over the place, even in areas where conservatives had a pretty good hold on things, they're losing so many registered Republicans that it will now be easy for Democrats to regain control of cities or counties. And here's why this is still so important and why I enjoy talking about it so much. Not because I want to see Democrats just take over everything. They've got their own problems as well. But what gets me is that the idiots that Republicans sent to Washington, D.C., the ones who are willing to throw it all away for Donald Trump, are too blind to see what's happening across the country. This is not an isolated incident, right? This is not an event that only is happening in Arizona, where we have seen tens of thousands. It's not only happening in Colorado. It's happening in areas of California that were, pretty healthy mix of red and blue. Now it's pretty strong blue. It's happening in areas of Florida, a red state. And now Democrats have a shot at possibly taking back city governments, and depending on the numbers and how they continue to grow at this point, Democrats could reclaim some congressional districts, not just here in Florida, but across the country. And again, the Republicans in D.C. continue to go all in on Donald Trump, the very thing their own voters are rejecting. They're leaving the party because of Donald Trump. And what's more, the researchers say that this is not the typical exodus of a party that you see after your party loses an election, because believe it or not, anytime your party loses the presidency, you do usually see a lot of people switch parties. They're saying they haven't seen anything like this, not in modern times. They do not believe this is just a blip on the radar, unless, of course, the Republican Party changes course and ditches Trumpism, goes back to just conservatism, whatever that may be. So, these Republicans in D.C., who have already said this whole impeachment thing is a sham, they're not going to convict him at the trial, we need to unite the country, and the others who have said this is a witch hunt against Donald Trump, he is the future, let's go after all the Republicans who don't like him. Yeah, you're all hurting your party. That's what's so fun about this. They are too stupid and too blind to see that they could actually save their party. All they got to do is just ditch this one guy, this one wildly unpopular guy, and they won't even do it. So let the ship sink. Let them all go down with it, is what I say. The information is there, the intelligence is there, the voter registrations are on full display, the studies are now out. Republicans are leaving the party because of Donald Trump. And if Republicans want to have any shot at maintaining power throughout the country, because it all starts locally and grows nationally, all they got to do is ditch Trump, but they're not willing to do it. So let it be. Don't say we didn't warn you.